You said, like, put something to brag about, and that was, like, the first thing that popped into my head. My name is Dan. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I just moved out here a little while ago. I live in Koreatown, which is a nice area, if you haven't been there. Great restaurants, great nightlife. Only problem is the parking. There's a situation. By situation, I mean it's non-existent. And I know everybody's like, oh, no, it's L.A. Parking's bad everywhere. But I'm like, Koreatown's a little bit worse than most places. Like, just to give you, like, an idea, like, I live on Wilshire and Serrano. So that means I got to park in San Diego. Parking don't exist. I came out here to pursue comedy after 14 years of being a professional wrestler. Yeah. Now, guys, when I say that, I'm not saying it being a douchebag. Like, oh, I was a professional wrestler, man, so if you fight me, I'm going to kick your ass. But what I'm saying is, I was a professional wrestler. So if you fight me, I'm going to make that shit look good, all right? We're going through some tables. I'm going to make you a star. Funny thing about pro wrestling, a lot of funny things, but one of it is there's still homophobia in the locker room, which is perplexing if we all just stop and think of what exactly happens in professional wrestling. I went to a show one time. I had a new bag. It was very durable and manly, but it happened to be teal. And the guy that I was wrestling literally yells out right when I walk through the door, Walsh, that bag is the gayest thing I've ever seen. And I got confused. I was like, really, the bag? Like, not the fact that you and I are going to, like, get into underwear, black leather boots, lube each other up with baby oil, and then roll around with one another in front of a bunch of people for money? That's not the gay part. It's this bag. Then I had to remind him that what we do is like one wardrobe malfunction away from a gay porno. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very technical, it's a skill, it's painful, much like I assume gay porno is. But I think if you show up to your job in sparkling pants and a feather boa, maybe you shouldn't be calling other people gay. I moved to LA. It's a different place out here. I like it, though. Little subtle differences with the people. Like, for example, I'm from the Midwest. So if we ask someone what you do, like, what do you do? That means, like, what do you do for a living? Like, how do you pay your bills? You ask someone in LA what they do, they're going to tell you who they are. And that shit ain't going to have anything to do with how they pay bills. Hey, man, what do you do? Oh, I'm a rapper, dancer, fight choreographer, producer. That's how you pay your bills? Oh, no, man, I work at Panda Express, like 40 hours a week. Then you got to tell them, man, like, that's what you do, brother. You're not a producer. You are, of orange chicken when people ask for it. That's... I like watching television. More like, specifically, I like to watch, like, military commercials, like, because they're really fun to me. My favorite ones are, like, the Army commercials, like, where they, like, tell you what the guy did, like, in the foreign country, and, like, how he's using that, like, he brought that back, and how he's just, like, kicking ass, you know? Like, he's like, when I was in Afghanistan, I built bridges for heavy machinery, and now I'm the #1 contractor at my firm. And you're like, fuck yeah, G.I. Joe, way to own life. Like, I started thinking to myself, man, I was like, oh, dude, I want a military commercial. Like, I'm a combat veteran. But, like, if I did a commercial about, like, what I like to do a lot in the military, I think my commercial would get some letters. Because I'd be really honest. I'd be like, my name is Dan, and when I was in the Marine Corps, I used to like to masturbate while wearing night vision goggles. Because, guys, you may not know, but when you ejaculate and it comes out, it scares you because it's glowing. Like, you're like, oh, my God. Hoorah. I love telling that joke and then looking out into the crowd with everybody looking back going, is that really what we pay our tax dollars for? For them to masturbate into goggles? Yes, you do. And thanks for supporting your troops. That's all my time, guys. Thank you very much. My name's Dan Walsh. Enjoy the rest of the comics.